I'm gonna tell you what I'm just figuring out. And because I told you I have an adopted mom who's 87, right?
Uh-huh.
This is what I'm figuring out with her, with people. Like she's very forgiving, and my biological mom is very forgiving too. And I wouldn't say that I'm the best at that. So maybe that's why I have two moms who really are. And I learned from them that, you don't know what's going on with people. You have no idea why people behave in the way they do. And Leveda, the one that's 87 here, she always just forgives people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And my mom, she had a best friend for like 40 something years, and her daughter, my mom's friend's daughter, got into some serious, this is back in the day, she was writing some bad checks, right? So she ended up on the news because I'm from a small town. She ended up on the news, and my mom's friend Shirley was super, super embarrassed. And so my mom was calling Shirley, asking, Shirley wouldn't answer. So she finally got her on the phone. She said, "Well, how's everything going? How's Jamesy doing?" And she just went off on my mom, right? And a 30 something year friendship stopped because my mom asked how Jamesy was doing. And she did not talk to my mom for 5 years, right? Her daughter went to jail, etc. So one day, random, she just calls my mom, and my mom acts like she just talked to her yesterday. And immediately they just start right back up where they picked off. Now I'm 20 something, and I'm like, "Mother." She goes 5 years without speaking to you, and then all of a sudden she decides she's going to talk to you, and you're going to talk to her. Like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't talk to her like all that. And she was like, "I don't know what was going on with her." And, maybe if that was my daughter, I may have appeared, I may have felt the same way, and I didn't want to be bothered. And I was like, wow. And then I see that with Leveda. So now, in relationships and stuff, people call, I talk to them. They don't call, I don't talk to them. They call when they haven't called, I talk to them. I don't talk about them not calling. None of that. None of that. Like my girlfriend, her dad died, okay, a couple of days ago. The wake or whatever is tomorrow. I told my wife, "I'm going to the wake." She said, "Why?" "She hasn't talked to you, and it's been like 2 years." And I said, "That's not the point. When my mom was sick, she called me. She didn't text me. She called me like a lot and she listened. So I just feel like, and so that's one of those things that I'm exercising now of just because life is life. You don't know what's going on with people and not taking it personal.
No, you
You know?
can't. And you can't take it personally in your life and also in your business. You just can't. I mean, I've got a client that I fired, and the woman was above and beyond belligerent, and just something special. And she called me out of the blue, and she says, "I haven't been getting your emails, and and I have someone I want to introduce you to." And I was like, "Thank you," and that's fine. I didn't even go back into that old stuff, you know. And she kind of apologized. She says, "Yeah, and I've got a therapist now, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that." And I'm like, "That's fine." And I didn't go back on any of that because you can't let that live here. It's not paying rent, it's not
Yeah.
serving you.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have permission